Come work out with me. Getting ready for the gym. Put my shoes on. I'm actually packing really light. Here, wallet, keys, gloves, resistant band. I have a pen in here. But usually I have lip balm. Oh, here's the lip balm. And then for today, especially, I'm gonna try to record. And a few quarters. I don't know. I'm gonna have apple. I used to work out on an empty stomach and I didn't realize how much stress I was putting my body under. So I usually have an apple now or something carb heavy to keep energy going throughout the workout. And then I have in here, I have some lime, half a lime, and the water is filled up. So I'll be sipping on this. So I'm running a little late to the gym right now. My mindfulness routine went on a little longer than expected. I don't force myself to stay within the time too much. I'll try to stick to schedule as much as possible. But today I really needed to work, so that's what I did. On the way to the gym, I typically listen to something motivational or Louise Hay, which she has a lot of affirmations, free affirmations here on YouTube. So definitely check those out anytime you want to look for a positive start of your day. So then, yeah, we're on our way to the gym and do upper body today. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the heavy bag. I usually keep my gloves in the car, so I warm up in the heavy bag, get my blood pumping. Alright, so no matter what workout I'm doing, whether I'm working upper body or lower body, I always touch my whole body. This location usually has the music on so loud that you can't hear yourself still. So you're not going to hear me well here. I'm going to probably do some voiceovers. So first we're going to start with a lat pull down. That's going to target your upper and lower lats, your teres major, your biceps and your deltoids. Now for your grip, you're going to want to grab the slight corners. In my gym location, there is a thicker bar. I choose this one just because I can get a better grip on it. Wipe your equipment down before and after use. Be courteous for other people and just clean. I don't know, people are sweating on that stuff all day. No, I don't recommend you buying a bunch of things to get started in the gym, but I do recommend getting gloves. I've been through quite a few gloves, but these have been tried and true. I've had them for quite a bit. I got them from Amazon. They weren't very expensive at all. So if you're interested, I can leave a link in the description bar. You will need to protect your hands so you don't want a bunch of calluses. So this is going to be working your biceps and many of the muscles in your back to give you more of an hourglass look. You don't need additional waist trainers. The secret is in the back, the lats. So you're just going to grab those corners and you're pulling down to your chest. Make sure your back is slightly arched and your chest is facing the ceiling. You don't want to do too much leaning back. You may lean back maybe 10 to 15 degrees, but you have to be very controlled. Slowly pull the bar down to your chest, allowing your elbows to become level with your hips. And in a very controlled motion, you're going to allow that bar to go back to the regular position and then slowly pull that down. So a lot of people forget the negative when doing this move. They yank it down and then allow the bar to fly back up. You don't want to do that. Just a controlled move. Make sure your feet are flat on the ground and your back slightly arched. Make sure you're breathing through the exercise. Okay, so this is what I'll be using. You can grip it like this or this. This is a bit more challenging, but if you're beginning, this is your grip. Okay, so you're never going to want to try to pull more than you can manage. Form is everything. First, I haven't tried the weight yet, so I'm going to show you how you do that. So usually I just like to see how much it weighs by pulling, see if I can manage it. So I pull it.
When you're just starting out, you typically don't know exactly how much you'll be able to pull, push, or lift without compromising form first. So it's always good to try it out. For me, that was a bit too heavy, so I decided to adjust it to a way I could comfortably lift or pull without compromising form. Now you want to put your legs up on the stirrups, stay yourself back after gripping the bar, and then with a straight back, you're going to want to pull that cable towards you, touching your chest with it, and then you slowly recoil, controlling the move all the way through. So when you pull it towards you, you will be making sure you focus on your breath, you keep your straight back and engage your core. There's a lot to go into form, thinking about the breath and making sure you're still able to effectively lift. Don't worry about trying to get everything at once. Focus on form, then your breath, and then if you have to engage core and things like that, that will come in time. Make sure you control the movement all the way through. You don't want to be leaning and rocking with it. Limit every risk of injury at all costs. I often say results are 3 months behind consistency. So 3 months of consistent working out or weight training, you do not want an injury interrupting your 3 months of consistency.
So one thing I want to go over real quick is just breathing. Breathing through the workout. And breathe through your nose. You're taking that breath in, you're going to fill up the diaphragm. You're not filling up your chest, you're filling up your stomach. So you breathe in, fill up your stomach, and when you're breathing out, you can go through your mouth and releasing all the air that's in the stomach.
Now, between sets, you're not going to want to sit down. I believe you should still stay active in some way, just light activity. What I'm suggesting is working on your core. You can do some marches. I just place the weight above my head, engage the abs. So you just need to make sure you're tightening the muscles and really engaging that core. Now lift the weight above your head and alternating leg. You're just going to march in place, lifting each leg 15 times for a total of 30, maintaining your balance the whole time. Another thing that you can do are Kegel or Kegel exercises. So the muscle that we use when we're holding our urine when we really need to go. Kegels strengthen your pelvic floor muscles that support your uterus, your bladder, rectum, and small intestine. They usually become weaker over time due to childbirth and aging. You just want to squeeze those muscles together, holding them for 15 to 20 seconds a time, 3 to 4 times between your sets, with a 10 to 15 second break in between.
There's the triceps. You're going to hold the weight on your head. So, and then you're going to engage your core. So, lot two, try to remember to engage your core. You're going to breathe in as you're lowering the weight. And when you're breathing in, you're carrying the air into your stomach. And then when you're extending your arms, you're going to push that air out. And that actually forces you to engage your core more. So you breathe in, pull that down, breathe out.
Exercise is one of my favorites because of the results, not necessarily for the move. But you're going to need a flat bench and you get your weight. You are going to stabilize yourself by placing your right arm down on the bench and your left leg solid on the floor. Your right leg is going to be up on the bench, bent at the knee, and then you grab that weight. All you're doing is pulling the weight up to your chest, holding there for a few seconds and releasing. Stay in control the whole time. You're going to do 12 reps on each side. You'll repeat that 3 times on each side. I think this would be one of my top 5 exercises as far as results are concerned. It really targets that back fat, that's at the side that tends to spill out of the side of your bra. If the goal is to unbig your back, make sure you add this exercise to your routine.
Something I didn't see people factor in much when I got started, which was wrist strength. A lot of the moves that you're going to do, whether you're working legs, doing some RDLs, or just barbell squats, just anything that you're using your wrist for. Most of the moves, I didn't factor strengthening the wrist. You're going to have to work your wrist. Start with a 5 pound dumbbell if you can. There's not one right here, so I'm doing this one. But doing moves that will help to flex and strengthen the wrist is a game changer for most. So just try to remember to work your wrists out between work. Here, stand with feet shoulder length apart, shoulder width apart, and then I pull it up, relax, and then slowly let it. Is the bicep curl. So I'm just going to stand feet shoulder width apart, like bend, and I'm going to pull up across my body diagonally, and then pull it down slowly. Control breath. Gonna breathe in, bring it up, and then out, bring it down. Keeping a strong grip as you bring the barbell up and take the forward.
Now to finish off the workout, the final move, this is my holy grail move. I feel like it got me the biggest results when I started my journey. What I did was add it to the end of every workout. So sometimes it was in its own exercise for itself. So I would do 12 reps, 3 sets, or I will burn myself out and do as many reps as I can until I can't anymore. And I'll do that maybe 2 to 3 times, just depending on how much energy I had. But you're going to stand feet shoulder width apart, and just as I'm doing here, you're going to have both of the hands overhand. You start off with a deadlift, and you're going to bring it up to your shoulders and then press it up above your head, engaging your core the entire time. This is a full body workout. Everything is getting worked. Biceps, triceps, everything. Now, when you're through with this, you will feel accomplished. Trust me. I end my workouts with a walk. I like to be out in nature, and I'll do a little meditation, and that is it. If you like this type of video, let me know in the comment section down below. Subscribe for more, and until next time.